ago, went to Bolivia. He met many different strange people. People, how he describes in those hostels. Well, he met one specific person, and they gave him this book. They said, read this book. It will explain everything that's inside that building. I wasn't there, but from my brother's words, he said, wow, this building looked like there's nothing. But what there was in this building, it was a huge, corrupt jail. Wow. I don't even know what he was talking about. But he handed me this book. I read Marching Powder. What can it be? I read the back and it said, a dark comic, sometimes shocking account of life of the world's most bizarre prisons. It said, whoa, I have to research this. Is this real? Is this possible? What did my brother get into while he was traveling somewhere else? Well, for an English class, I decided to get this book and research, do a research upon this book. Well, what I found out was that this jail is so corrupt that even the own guards are scared of the own prisoners. They don't even say, you have to sleep in that cell. No, the own prisoners have to buy their own cells, or else they sleep outside in the street, just there. It's so corrupt that even families sleep in the jail. Little small children, to their own mothers, to everybody. It's so bizarre. I read the back, it said, wow, not even the police look at this jail, because they're so scared. Not even the government tries to stop the jail because it lives by itself. The own life is done by its own prisoners. Well, it was a very, well, my brother said that it was a tourist location. A tourist location to a corrupted jail where you could get killed. What is this? What can this be? I had to research even more. The own prisoners were the tour guides. How is this possible? Even the prisoners could go outside. Oh, hi, welcome in. Let me show you around. What is this? I could still not understand. I would research online. I would research everywhere. How is this possible? How is this possible? I looked at NBC News. I looked at so many news, and they said that it was real. Until this day, this jail still exists, being corrupted by families, and even its own nutrition, even its own food distribution is done by the families that live inside the prison. The own mothers and sons could get out at any time, go to school, and go back in jail. How is that? We all think, I thought that jails had to be like super strict. You have to stay there. No, in this jail called the San Pedro jail prison, it's a very corrupted, special, unique prison that I would even love to go in. Even though I read this book and I said, wow, this is insane. There's no food distribution, or else you die and starve there. What is this? How is this possible? Bolivia is one of the poorest countries in South America. And, well, one of the things that I found was that in this very special prison, they make one of the finest cocaine in the world. How is this possible? In Bolivia, the coca leaf is legal. So they use it as a ritual. As my brother told me, they graft your leaves, they burn them, and they do a little cross. Well, in here, they said that cocaine is illegal, but the leaf is not. Inside this jail, there's a whole bunch of things that the government doesn't even go in because they say, wow, this is too much. Once we go in, we're probably going to get killed. So it has its life of its own. Well, going more through the book, I found pictures and pictures. I got so interested of, if I could pass around maybe, yeah, you could look around. There was little babies, little everything, just a huge family. And then how would they gain money in that huge jail that lives by itself? The family imports products from outside and sells them to everybody in the jail. How is that possible? I would think that's so amazing. It's so corrupt. We think of a jail as you go inside and you probably are gonna meet worse people than you, and you learn from them, and you supposedly get better. Well, in this one, people get in and they come out stronger, knowing more things. In that book, Thomas Mann, I forgot the last name, but the book is basically most about an Englishman that gets arrested for having 5 kilos of cocaine outside of Bolivia in another country. I don't know if it was in England, but they import him to that prison. And during his whole voyage, how do you say it? His whole journey through the jail, he describes everything that he lives, he eats, he meets people. At the end, it's so amazing. Everybody has to read this book. Marching Powder, everybody. That's all.